Welcome. It is Tuesday, June 28th. We just watched. We're all in this together, achieving the dream, and with High School Musical. So we are going to be doing that dance here in Arizona and having some fun. You guys, you might as well make up your mind now. You're going to release your inhibitions. You're going to have a great time. You're going to expose yourself, not physically, but emotionally. Well, if you want to physically, it's okay. Because there won't be any men around, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So anyway, I'm glad
you know what you're talking about.
I'm glad you guys are here. Zulema, Christine, Monica, it's good to see you. Amy and Arlene and Sheila and Alice. Where is our friend? Where is she?
She texted me. She's coming. She's just a little late. So okay. I appreciated that about her texting.
A little prayer for Sayonara and Roselli. Roselli just lost her husband. And so Sayonara is ministering to her right now. And so we always want to surround our people in prayer. So definitely keep them in your prayers. And
can I just throw out a prayer?
Yeah.
You guys, I just got, my son is, you know, he's in Alaska, but what you may not be paying attention to, it is not only all the other things he's been dealing with, but now there's more fires in Alaska than ever before. His air quality is so bad. They don't have air conditioning. And when I lived in Colorado, thank God we could shut our windows when the fires came because you could barely breathe. Well, he can barely breathe. So say some prayers because he's really having a hard time.
Okay. And you guys always, if you have prayer requests, we always want to hear that because you've got prayer warriors that will surround you. And I can't tell you how many times in my 31 years in Mary Kay, 30 years as a director, 31 years in Mary Kay, started when I was 12, that our unit, our company, our leadership in our company has surrounded me in different crises in my life. I remember Pat Fortenberry just being such a rock in my life when I was going through just a horrible divorce. And, you know, as well as Andrea and our unit members, but even someone who isn't even connected to me. And so we really do. He always calls me to do FaceTime with Abigail when I'm holding my Mary Kay meeting. Okay.
Our kids, I tell you.
I know that's the baby girl. I'm going to see her tomorrow. I'm so excited. I've turned into one of those people.
You should.
I have discovered I've never been a baby person. Like I've never looked at someone's baby and went, oh, but there's something about holding them and then something starts gurgling at the bottom of them and you turn to your son and daughter-in-law and go, here you go. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So, but anyway, we're excited you're on. And if y'all need to get fired up about anything, you need to turn on Champion by Carrie Underwood. Turn on We're All in This Together with High School Musical. Turn on Anything by Beyonce. You'll love it. So just get yourself fired up. And I really like to start my day.
Or you could be like me and choose Metallica because that one pumps me up.
Metallica, that's what my husband listens to. I'm like, do you even know what they're saying? He's like, no, I don't care. Boom, boom. Yeah. So, you know, turn on something. Music heals. Music inspires. Music makes you happy. And I remember we were on vacation, gosh, it was 2 years ago, this Labor Day, with the Saucedas in Mexico. And they started playing their traditional Mexican music and they started singing. And it's like the whole room just took on this energy. So it doesn't matter what language it is. I don't care who sings it. Just have some fun with music. Praise and worship is the best. Okay, so we are going to actually start with our fabulous Andrea. She's going to do a little training tonight, so get out your pens.
Oh, I'm starting.
Did you read my message?
No.
Okay. All right. So,
she doesn't read mine either, so don't go there, Christine. So let's go ahead and rock it out. Okay. We're going to talk about referrals, and Fran, she better come on because she and I had this chat the other day. Who here feels like working full circle would be awesome if they could master it? Like one appointment, you leave with not only sets sold, that would be set, S-E-T-S, bookings, and of course, referrals. Anybody? and an appointment for a share. That's really the ultimate full circle. So I'm just going to dive in. I will tell you that those of you who qualify for our Tuesday talk can have a little bit more and then some, but we do have some links that'll support you, because I think what I share with you today, you're going to want to maybe watch and learn a little bit more about referrals. And Christine is excellent at this. And I got to tell you, it's just really fun when you start to get your mojo, but the only way to get mojo is actually to do it. So we can do all of our training, but if you're not picking up the phone and setting up your facials and getting people excited to be your practice face, use that word practice. After 26 years, I'm still using that word because it really will help you feel more comfortable. So I'm going to grab a profile card, and I just want you to know, you're not going to have everyone participate, okay? And if you want to do, Christine, if you want to chime in, because you're so good at the desert island, let me know if you want to do that tonight. If not, don't worry, we'll do it later, but I didn't get to prepare you. But I just want to tell you about the fabulous game. And it's very strategic how I do this part in my party. If it is a glamour party or a spa party, I'm not going to say I have a specific location, but in a skin session where I'm really doing ultimate miracle set. And then of course, we do the dash out the door look. It's specific right after we put the foundation on. Okay. So at this point, they've got the foundation on. We've done no makeup. So normally they're not ready to get out the door. And you do want to make sure you're going pretty quickly through the presentation, because these are those meat and potato moments. And you want to make sure you have enough time, because it could take 10, 15 minutes if they're going to town and looking through their phone and putting down their phone numbers. And you don't want to discount that. But you also have to make sure you're doing your part, and you have enough time for the individual closing. But when it's one or two people, you can really manage your time well. So this is how simple it is. I just basically tell them, and I do like to have a visual, especially with our virtual. You can do the same thing virtually, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about being face to face, but you can do the same thing if you're virtual. So at this point, they have their foundation on, and I say, oh my gosh, do you guys feel fabulous? How's your face feel? And I'm smiling and I'm nodding. Okay. And that's when I then say, well, we play a lot of games in Mary Kay, and we're all about giving you free stuff. Okay. Who likes free? Okay. So earlier we talked and you got to try the eye makeup remover. Wasn't that fabulous? Okay, well, this is your opportunity to go home with one for free. So everybody flip over your card and pull out your phone, because you know fabulous women in your life who are, write this down, everybody, I'm talking to you right now, who are overworked, overstressed, and under pampered. This has been my phrase ever since I learned it in Tarbit training. Women who are overworked, overstressed, and under pampered. Anybody agree? Do you know some people like that? You're nodding, you're putting your hand up real fast. David Cooper. And I started carrying around this little pampering pack, because now that we're really good at virtual, there's no territories. So I let them know this is your opportunity to bless those women anywhere in the United States or our territories. And I'm going to send this pampering pack to them with a gift from you. So you're allowed to have 15. And when you complete this with their name and number, and I'm going to give you about 5 minutes, I am going to give you a eye makeup remover as a thank you gift. So ready, set, go. Now, this is very important. Number one, you do not look at them. Number two, you need to get out of there. Now, what the heck am I saying? I learned this from Shauna Abbott. You put on some music. So be prepared ahead of time. Have your Pandora, have your Spotify, whatever it is, have your music ready, and you're going to go potty. Okay, guys, I'm going to go potty. They are going to come up with something like, oh, I don't know if my friends feel comfortable. You're not going to entertain it. if they start to go down there, you just go, you know what, girlfriend, why don't you put their first names? At least you can get your brain thinking. And if you come up with the numbers, I'll give it to you within 24 hours and you get out of there. Because the more people start talking and talking about, oh my gosh, my friends, what would they say? Then it all goes downhill. But I have tried many approaches and my favorite has been, oh my gosh, Sandy, why don't you just brainstorm all the fabulous women and put down their first names? And if you want to talk to them, then you can do that and you'll have 24 hours to get the names and numbers and I'll reward you. I go potty, I take my time. And then of course, most of them are writing things down. And as they're writing it, I'm like, girl, oh my gosh, you're only 3 away. I can't, you're going to love the way this feels. This is going to be the best thing. You're just saving $18. How many hours do you have to work to earn $18? You see, you put it in perspective. Now, real quickly, because I have a feeling Christine is all set and ready with the desert island game. But this game is really, really important. And if they don't want to play along, there's a couple things you can also do if you've tried it. If you're not having success, this is some ways you can prepare yourself in advance. The first thing is, at the very beginning of your party, have a group text or a selfie, okay? Have a group selfie. And you can always start it off by saying, okay, guys, this is my fun thing. Today, when you have texted this and had 5 girlfriends say that they would love to get a pampering pack, then you're going to walk home today with an eye makeup remover. So during the party, they're texting the picture to all their friends. Hey, I'm sitting here with Andrea. This is so fun. She's going to send you a gift. Are you okay if I give a name and number? Okay, cool. Yay, I got one. So, well, maybe not I got one, but I have a friend who said yes. And so then, of course, throughout the party, you have prevented any negativity because you're proactively giving her a very fun picture and allowing the actual customer to be initiating that conversation. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so this again is called the Fabulous Game. And this little packet, all it is the 3D, and I have a hand cream and I put a little ribbon. It doesn't matter, you're just holding it up. When you send it, you can send anything. And by the way, when we ship this, we don't ship it like this or else it's $3.50. We ship it flat in a lookbook and it's only 97 cents. So I'm going to give the floor over to Christine. We're so happy she's on with us again. And she is great at the desert island game.
Desert island game is so similar to the Fabulous game. So it's very similar setup, except instead of, the eye makeup remover, this is how I book my second appointment. And this is how I get their party list without even really trying. And it's literally a form that looks like this. And it's 15 slots. And it says, overworked, underpaid, underpampered, all of that. And it says, if you give me 8 names for your party, okay, so it starts off, if you were stuck on a desert island and you could only take one color item, one glamour item, your mascara, your lip gloss, your lipstick, your blush, whatever, one color item, which one would you want to take with you? Because if I'm stuck on a desert island, I'm taking my lip gloss just in case Chris Evans shows up. Just saying. Because you want to look cute when they rescue you, right? And that's what you got to do. You say, I'm taking my lip gloss because, I want to look cute for the Navy guys or whoever's rescuing me off whatever island I'm stuck on. And they love it and they laugh and they get giggles. And I say, okay, so here's the deal. Who would you want stuck on that island with you? And they're like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, no, not your husband, your kids, who of your girlfriends would you want stuck with you? I'm like, so if you put 8 girlfriends who you want to be stuck on the island with, you get a glamour item, that item that you would love to be stuck on the island with, half off at your color appointment.
I like that.
Or if you're my overachiever, you get 15, you get a color item for free at your glamour appointment. I don't give it to them at the skincare appointment. I take it, I pull it to the side, I wrap it up, I make it look pretty. And then as I'm getting closer to their party, I snap the picture of the item and I say, look, it's your glamour item for when you're stuck on the desert island and Chris Evans is rescuing you. I can't wait to see you at your party. And then if they're like, well, my friends aren't all local, great, put a star next to them. I'll send them a pampering pack and we'll have them on a virtual party. So you can have 2 parties and then there's your 2 bookings. And my favorite thing about this is, and they're like, well, what are you going to say? And I'm like, well, if you don't want to have a party, which you're missing out on free products, here's what I say. I say, hey, Susie, this is Christine, your girlfriend, Andrea, recommended you for some pampering with me. It's a gift from them to you. Is there a good time that we can get together? So I tell them it's a gift from you to them. It costs you nothing. I build my business. Win-win. But it guarantees them at the second appointment because they've picked their item.
Christine, can we get that sheet from you, please?
Absolutely. Because on the back is the Shauna Abbott's questions that we picked up at retreat with Monique one year.
That'd be great. I would appreciate that.
Yep.
I love it when you guys use something you learn and it's successful for you. That's awesome.
Hey, let's take some questions. Anybody have any questions about referrals?
Because when you make it a game, it doesn't seem like you're asking them for something. You're giving them a gift, right? And I mean, some of y'all, you know what, one of the things they're going to say is, well, you know all the same people I know. No. Dee, did you have a question?
Oh, did I? Shoot. Yes, I do. Okay, good. Hi, everybody. So my question is, my aunt, she said, you know what, the Mary, I don't really know of anybody else I could refer you to, because all the other ladies, they went with this other Mary Kay consultant girl, and apparently she doesn't know anybody else in her neighborhood. So how would you respond to that? Like, oh, well, I chose you over her, obviously. So I don't really know anybody else.
Okay, I'll jump in. You know, a lot of people like to say that, but let me ask you, in the last 7 days, just you guys personally, who here has met a human being that you did not know before? Like, I was at the dentist, the lady I didn't know. Then I went to get my car washed. Guess what? I didn't know the guy. So wouldn't you agree that that's really not the true issue?
Yeah.
So as a consultant, we just want to help people understand that they probably know a lot more people, even if they don't know their names. And as I shared earlier, just getting them to write down, oh my gosh, the new barista I saw at Starbucks, my new veterinary tech, the neighbor's daughter who just had a baby. It doesn't have to be a name, but something that jogs their memory. And as we just ask them, we help as a consultant. A consultant, if you look up the definition in corporate America, a consultant is somebody who asks and helps improve efficiency. So asks businesses, what are you currently doing and how can I help you achieve your goals? So that's really what we do. And we do it through, of course, guiding people. And I would just ask a couple more questions, of course, really gentle. You don't want to be sarcastic, but as you start to help people go, oh my gosh, yeah, I felt that way. You know, one of the things that I learned is that I may not know their name, but I actually went to a bunco, and there are 2 people that were new at church, but I put them down, and this was a way for me to get to know them.
Good.
So people will start to hear themselves and realize that they probably do know some people that are outside of that circle.
Did y'all see Christine's post in the chat? Think Frank, friends,
Yes.
relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids.
And that works when you're doing your referral game and they're like, well, I don't know anybody, or we all know the same people. I'm like, I'm sure you have friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and kids that I don't know anybody about.
Perfect.
And that triggers their brain to go, oh yeah, I kind of do know those people. And my goal with the referral list is somebody's like, can I do more than one? I'm like, if you give me 30 names, you'll get 2 items. If you give me 45 names, you'll have 3. So I've walked sometimes with 4 sheets from one person because they want some color. And I do not say no to referrals.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Thank you. All right. I wouldn't say no to her because she'd beat me up. Okay. So next thing I want to do with you guys is I want to, and I think almost everybody on the screen right now is coming to Arizona for seminar. So let's talk about seminar real quick. First off, there is a link on the Facebook page for you to get registered. And we really, really, really need you guys to officially register. Okay. I realize you won't know your absolute end of the year totals until 2 days from now, but if you can even guesstimate, we really need that filled out. And then Andrea did a great job of doing the Google form and everything. So, make sure that, you have that. So I want to talk to y'all real quick about the schedule. And watch now, I won't be able to find it. Yeah, I can't find it. Okay, we'll stop that. Okay, so when you arrive on Monday, my landscaping people, my pool people, and my housekeepers are all supposed to be out of here by 2 o'clock. So we'll have some snacks and things like that when you arrive. You just come in whatever clothes you travel in. For those of y'all going to Rancho Mañana, you'll go there. But everything officially starts with Denim and Diamonds on Monday night. So locals, if you guys are working, I know Sheila's working, I know Zulema's juggling kids, all that. If you just want to say, okay, we're going to show up, when it starts, that's fine. Everybody else, if you're going to the hotel, you go to the hotel. If you're here in my house, you're working. So that's always a fun thing to do. So that's going to be a big barbecue, and you can just wear your jeans and your cowboy hat and your boots. We're going to take lots of pictures. I'm going to put Zulema in charge of pictures. She is the best. And then I'll take lots of pictures of her because she can fix the camera for me and I'll just go click. And then on Tuesday, we will finish pretty early on Monday because you East Coast people, yeah, you're 3 hours ahead of us here. So when we finish at 7:30 or 8, it's going to be like late and you're going to have been traveling. So Andrea said, you know what, let's let them go back, go to bed. We're going to crash early. The first session on Tuesday morning starts at 6 a.m. our time. So what we're going to do is, if you're at the hotel, Christine has registered for a virtual seminar. She'll put it on the TV there. I'll put it on the TV here. It's going to be the Friends of Time. Well, I don't call it the Friends of Time anymore, but anyway, the Mary Kay dancers and all that, kicking it off. They introduce the nationals. It's a lot of fun things like that. But we're basically, if you just want to be in your pajamas watching it and everything, that's fine. When that session is over, then we're all going to get dressed, whether you're here at my house or you're at the hotel or you're at your own home. And then everybody will come over here. We'll have a huge brunch. We're going to have fruit. We're going to have pancakes. We're going to have muffins, yogurt, all that kind of stuff. You need a pretty heavy kind of brunch there. Yes. And then, Andrea's going to stream it at Rancho Mañana. And then we're going to go through into our second session. And then in the afternoon, now I've lost track because I don't have my thing in front of me. Is that our awards night?
Yeah,
yes.
That's our.
So it finishes like at 1 o'clock. So at that point, we are going to have the amazing and awesome Zulema Sauceda is going to do an advanced glamour workshop. So we will take it off if we put it on, or we will put it more on. And she is going to teach us contouring. She's going to teach us what we should be doing with our own faces. If you want to ask her opinion, and y'all, she grew up in this industry, like literally, she will give it to you. If you don't want her to give you her opinion, then don't ask for it. But she's really, really doing a lot of research on this. She's putting together a list of everything you need to bring. If you don't have it in your inventory to bring in your personal stash, I will give it to you, but she is incredible. And so we're going to set up the trays, we're going to set up tables, and we're going to literally do our own makeup. Now, this is a great opportunity for you to do an amazing before and after of yourself. One of the things that we learned from National Sales Director Emeriti, Kathy Halou, is she used to carry around a keychain. She would carry around this keychain. And on the keychain, she had two pictures. She had her before and she had her after. And when people would say, oh, that Mary Kay, does it really work? She'd go, this is me. And they're like, wow. So this is a great opportunity for you guys, even with your own cell phone, to take a before and after and have it on your cell phone. So you can say, you know, oh, let me tell you what, use every advantage you can get. Okay, so she's going to teach us that. Then we'll get in our gowns, our dresses, whatever you want to wear that is kind of dressy. We'll do our awards. We'll already know on July 12th, we're doing our Happy New Year. So we'll know who our queens and all are, but that is our opportunity to hear from our queens. And we have a special treat. I asked one of our peeps today if she would tell her story. So it's going to be amazing. So we're going to hear some stories. We're going to hear how our top people did what they did. And yes, I will give you warning if you're speaking. Okay, then that's Tuesday. On Wednesday, we get up, we get dressed, we come to Joanna's, we have class time. Okay, we're going to have classes. And some of y'all are going to be teaching. It's going to be a lot of Andrea and I teaching. I would highly recommend that you, I know it sounds old fashioned, but maybe get a miniature tape recorder or record it on your phone or whatever, but it's going to be powerful because when we start talking and we start training and you say, can you repeat that? That it doesn't happen. So, all right. So yes, the agenda is with your packing list. Andrea just said that. So then on Wednesday afternoon, that's our spa treatment. So you have a lot of choices here. Andrea is taking people to my local, where I get my nails done. They're awesome. It's called Pinky Nails. And it's like literally a mile and a half up the road. So she's taking some people there, manicures, pedicures, that kind of thing. And then if you want a massage, what was the price on it, Andrea? The massage, 75 or 70?
Yeah,
75 for an hour. They're coming to my house. So while you're waiting for your massage, you can sit by the pool, you can relax with music, you can read, you can be calling customers, you can be picking Joanna's brain into Swiss cheese, whatever you want to do. And then we're going to have, after that, we're going to have Raid the Fridge. And again, Sheila, who's going to be working, she'll show up then at that point too. So we're excited that I'm excited for you guys to meet her. She's actually driving home from work right now. And then all of our locals, you know, they're gonna make sure that they're here. You'll all get to hug Zulema's neck. Oh my gosh, you'll get to meet Courtney. She'll have Zara with her because she's nursing, but it's going to be super fun. And then on Thursday, we're going to do closing ceremonies with Mary Kay. And we're just going to hug and kiss and say goodbye. And then those of you who are flying out the next day, you get to help me clean up. And that's it. So it's going to be go, go, go. You know, you won't get a lot of sleep, but it's going to be really fun. Andrea gave y'all what you need to be wearing. You do not have to be in a suit. I would recommend that you get a light sundress, wear that. It's just going to be us. Okay. So you don't have to worry about, you know, am I dressed right for the crowd? We are the crowd. Okay. And I want you guys to be comfortable. Now we'll tell you, it is monsoon season. And so this is when critters come out. So I will recommend that no matter where you're staying, you do not get out of bed until you put on your flip-flops. It's just the world we live in here. So, you know, it's how it is. And it will be hot. And we have air conditioning and we have a pool and it's cool. And you can, I don't want y'all to worry about, well, I don't want to put on my swimsuit. Nobody cares. Honestly, nobody cares. And we're going to have lights on in the pool. We're going to have the jacuzzi running. It's going to be super fun. And the great thing about Wednesday night is that's when we usually have our pajama party, but we're going to, if it's not raining, because it's the only time of year it rains here, we're going to do it out by the pool. And you can get in the jacuzzi or whatever, but that's when we just kind of share what our goals are and what we're hoping to achieve in the coming year. And, you know, just really be authentic, be our true authentic selves. So it's going to be great. One of my gifts of the spirit is hospitality. So I love having people in my home. I absolutely do. So I'm excited that you guys are coming. You do not need to bring a beach towel. We have tons of beach towels. And yeah, you don't have to. And I've got lots of robes for if you're staying in my house. And I think they have them at Rancho Mañana. So yeah, all your stuff. And if you forget something, the good thing is I got $20,000 in inventory. I can hook you up. Okay. I can hook you up. But I'm really excited. Karina Marino is coming over. She's from my church and she decorates for weddings and things. She's coming over next week and we're pre-decorating everything. And we have this giant ring that you do put balloons on. We're putting flowers on it for the photographs, and it's going to be really cool. It's going to be fun. Everybody bring your best attitude, your best game, and your happy, happy self. Andrea did freeze. She is freezing. Okay, so now I'm going to go into Reco. And so you guys get out your pop forms. This will be, no, you'll use your pop forms one more time because we have to close out June on the 12th of July. We'll close out this seminar year. We'll close out June and we'll launch our new pop form. And I'm doing the pop form with one person in mind, only one person that I'm thinking of as I'm doing the pop form. And that's Fran. I'm like, because she was like, I just don't get it. And I'm like, okay, you know what? We are going to make this, not that you don't understand complicated things, but I looked at it and I'm like, I wouldn't get it either. So we are making it so all you guys have to do is add up your points, like your IPAs and your weekly stuff is all going to be right there. And if I can get Fran's approval on it, I will feel like I have accomplished something this year. My work is done. Okay. Because so many times we assume you guys know stuff and we've got to stop assuming, because what does assume do? Makes that ASS out of you and me. Okay. All right. So let's go into Reco. Get out your stuff. And of course it disappeared. Of course it disappeared. This is not what I wanted at all. Cancel. Oh, this kills me when this happens. Stop share. I had it all set, didn't I, Christine? She saw me set it all up. Okay, where is our, there it is. You often open this around this time. That's what the message just said. Okay, you often open it around this time. Yes, my computer is smarter than me. Okay, so now I got to start back at the beginning. All right. We are going to jump to here. Okay. So seminar. So if you're wondering, like, what do we wear for awards? This is the kind of stuff we wear for awards. Just, it can just be a cute little long dress, whatever, a churchy dress, something like that.
Joe.
What are you going to say?
Hold on. I want to say something because I think also I recently dressed up for an event and I hadn't dressed up in 2 years, right? So I actually would encourage everybody to consider a full dress because I forgot. I'm like, oh my gosh, this no longer fits. I'm going to have to buy a real one for the next time. So it might be a good opportunity just to do a what do you call it? A proof, a trial run, and you
dress
might
rehearsal.
Find, yeah, dress rehearsal. Thank you. Because I was surprised at how many little things that I didn't have to complete the look if I was going to be really, at an event.
I love it. It's gonna be fun. And I've got tons and tons of jewelry. So I know it's easier for you guys who are local, but if you're flying in, I've got tons of jewelry and it's super fun. So yeah, you don't need to stress out about that. Okay, so let's do some IPA countdowns. Count ups. Who did at least 5? Of course, Amy and Christine. Fran, yay. Okay, give yourself 5 points. Who did at least 10? Okay, Amy, give yourself 10 points. Amy, how many did you do? 20. Give yourself 20 points. The rest of you guys give yourself 5 or 10. Y'all might as well get used to this. This is going to be the new thing moving forward. So it's going to be fabulous. We're working very hard to make it easy to track and fun to track. Okay. So these are our IPAs and you're going to see this again soon. So be tracking it. If you have a gold medal in the month of June, then you're going to have special time with Gloria Mayfield Banks. It is worth it. to have 5 new people. And I realize you're going, we have 3 days. And when I get off this call, we'll have 2 days. It's amazing what you can do in 2 days. There are people finishing up Cadillac, finishing up Million, finishing up their unit clubs right now, and they are not sleeping till it's done. So you can do this. We have no meeting on July 5th. Our next meeting after this will be July 12th. That'll be our New Year's celebration. So wear your New Year's Eve kind of stuff if you have that. And I'm excited for that. And make sure, you guys, that you turn in your weekly accomplishment sheet this Sunday and the next Sunday. I realize it's July 4th weekend, but put it in your calendar because that is going to be huge in our end of year reco. Our court of personal sales, which is based on your weekly accomplishment sheet, we've got like 6 people who are within each other by like $20 of being 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So please turn that in. Make sure you turn it in. PCP deadline is August 17th. I would recommend you get it done by August 1st so you don't forget. Also, anyone you're doing a marketing share with until the 30th, so 2 more days after today, they go into our $500 cash drawing. Make sure that you have your director follow up and we will put their name into that drawing. We have a lot of people entered this time, you guys. Okay, I want to give a little bit of reco to those who are doing the team building challenge, and this is qualified in April, May, and June, and 3 Great Start qualified. Some of you guys are so close, so let's make this happen. I love this necklace, and I love this challenge. It's a good challenge. It's hard. I love it. Okay, 60% off skincare is continuing to go. I want to tell you guys, this is making such a big splash with so many people because when they realize they can get 60% profit off of the skincare they order this month, that's amazing. Amazing. So make sure you take advantage of that in every way, shape, and form. Wanted to recognize July through December, our Power Up Your Connections, our winners for that. Let me move this to the other side so y'all can see these gorgeous ladies. And then, of course, January through May, which is actually January through June, Powered by Pink Jewelry Challenge. So you guys, the company is going to launch this again on July 1st. Okay, they're going to do a July through December and then a January through June. Just go ahead and get your face game on, like game face on. Go ahead and get started. You know, start talking to people. Don't say, well, I'll start over in July. And then you're going to go through July 4th weekend. And then it's going to be July 5th, which is a Tuesday. And then you're going to be like, okay, well, I'm already halfway through July. Okay. So we're going to hear at seminar in Arizona how to continue working when life is bringing you down and life is hitting you with stuff. How do you work your business? How do you justify working your business when there's tragedy, when there's trauma, when there's stuff going on, you know, and it's just like you still show up to work every day. You show up. You still show up for your kids every day. You show up for your husband every day. You show up for yourself every day. So, okay, we're going to talk about that. Love it. Congratulations, these ladies. You basically have, you don't have 9 days. You have 3 more days to earn your red jacket free, either from your director. If you need to re-earn your red jacket, it's 3 Great Start qualified, April, May, June. If you have never won your red jacket, you can get it with 3 active team members. So let's work on that. I know some of you guys are so close. We're going to look at that in just a second. So these are our senior consultants. Look how many of y'all are so close to red jacket. Don't think, well, I can't do it. Okay. Who do you know who needs more flexibility, more friends, more fun, more income? I mean, gosh, 2 miracle sets will fill my tank. The profit from 2 miracle sets will fill my gas tank right now. So think of it in terms of how you can actually use it in your life. Then we have our red jackets. We love our red jackets. Team leader, and Sayonara is back at Elite Team Leader. Her team is jumping again. I asked her, I said, what did you do? She said, I got on the phone. Okay. That's pretty simple, you guys. Okay, so June pop form, give yourself 10 points if you are alive. Are you alive? Are you alive? Give yourself 10 points right now. Okay, give yourself 10 points. I think I skipped something for turning in your weekly accomplishment sheet. And that's Arlene, Alice, Vicky, Sayonara, Francine, Christine, Dana, Amy, Zulema, and Fran. So you guys, this is so important every Sunday. Before you go to church, when you get home from church, whenever you feel like it's the best time for you, submit your weekly accomplishment sheet. If you did not work your business that week, just put $1. And that way I know you submitted it. You didn't sell anything that week because you chose not to open your store that week, but that's okay. It's still consistency. 10 points right there. 10 points for every new full circle face. 10 points right there for every new circle, full circle face. I can't talk anymore. Okay, our queen of sales is none other than Francine Eisenman. She is with her grandchildren right now. She sent me a message. So we defer to the next person who would be in line, which is Christine. So Christine is now our queen. So Christine, give yourself 20 points for being our queen of sales. And then Vicky and Amy, you guys both get 10 points for being on the court and having a $300+ week. So anytime you have what we call a star week of $300 in sales or higher, then you get 10 points. If you're the queen, you get 20. So we're so proud of you, Christine. You know, Christine, let me go back. That's a big number, 712. You want to tell everybody what you did? Did you do a party? Did you do a show? Did you do reorders? What'd you do?
Well, I'm going to be honest. I just had a whole bunch of reorders from customers because they've seen my goal that I'm trying to track for Princess Court of Sales. And I'm like, I got to do this many items. And they're like, oh, here's 5 items. Here's 2, here's whatever. And like, literally it was like less than 2 hours of work.
I love it. Okay. That's how you do it, guys.
Real fast, tell what is, some people might not understand why items, what's your, because you have mathematically figured things out. Tell them what that means.
So one day I did it off the old catalog prices. It's probably a little different now with the new prices, but I took the lookbook, I added everything up, divided it by the number of items we sold. The average price for an item in the catalog is about $22. And that was on the old catalog. I haven't done it with the new prices yet. So I would take, this is what I have to sell retail, divide it by 22.
Wow.
This is how many items I need to sell to hit my goal.
Brilliant.
And
So smart.
it sounds stupid, but it is the simplest math ever. And like, I did it and I was like, oh, hey, because sometimes you're going to sell the $70 item and you're going to be like, oh, that's a $70 item. And that's like the equivalent of 3 items. So it helps your goal faster. And like, I tracked it throughout June and I'm like 20 items in and I'm like, oh, look, there's my star.
Great. That's so smart.
Love it. That's thinking like a businesswoman. Love it. Very good. Well, we're proud of you, Christine. Okay, so let's look at when you have a Great Start qualified team member, you get 50 points. Who are our June month queens and pop stars going to be? So we'll see that in 2 weeks. Fourth quarter stars, I want to give a shout out to these amazing women. We have got Vicky and Fran and Christine and Amy and Jamie and Marcia and Sayonara. And you guys, you just show up every single quarter and you do yourself proud. So I'm so excited for you guys. I would love on the 12th, if you guys would, if you can carry it, bring to the Zoom meeting your favorite star prize or a picture of your favorite star prize that you have ever earned. You don't win it, you earn it, okay? And we would love to see that. So make sure that you remind me we're doing that. So Amy Paw has finished National Court. Fran has finished Princess Court. Sayonara has finished Princess Court. Vicky has finished Princess Court. Jamie is a snip away. Y'all are all very, very close. This is so doable with this 60% off because you get retail credit. So it's not the wholesale, it's the retail. And then we've already got 2 of our offspring directors, Linda and Andrea, both finished national court. So proud of you ladies. That's so much fun to finish that court. Amy and Andrea, we're going to celebrate you here in my home, but we are so proud of you guys. You have really set the pace this year. And I know you've worked so hard, and well, you've worked so smart, and you've worked fun. And, you know, the great thing about when you choose to achieve a Mary Kay goal, you don't have somebody breathing down your neck saying, you got to do this, you got to do this. You're choosing that. And that's what's so exciting. So you guys have chosen it. Have y'all decided what you're picking out as your prize?
The pink ring.
The pink ring, Andrea?
So
Amy, which one are you getting? Oh, I can't read your lips, honey.
Regal Ivory.
y'all need to know that when we did the career conference, we had a staff member guide us. Forgot her first name. I think it's Tiffany. Tiffany shared that she has designed the pink ring and another ring that they created and now is on the national court. So it's pretty cool that our own staff is given that freedom and that creativity.
Yeah, it's fun.
Although, if I have to say, if I could say something, Levion diamonds right now, like if you look, I'm not sure if that's from Kay or wherever it's from, they actually have a beautiful bumblebee line that is wonderful and would fit Mary Kay to the T. But it is designed as actual bumblebees. Some of them are crystallized on the bottom, but they're chocolate and gold. You guys ought to look that up because it's smashing and the company would be like, hey. I'm just saying.
I love it. I love it.
It just reminded me of our company.
We can send those recommendations into the company and tell them that. So that's great. I'm so excited. That's great. I think our slideshow is almost done. Let me see. Yes, our slideshow is done. And we've got a few minutes before we're going to go. But I did want to give a shout out. I know, Andrea, you wanted to brag on Dee. She worked her business really super hard this week, didn't she?
She did. And I did find the answer. So I'm going to share with you guys a couple things. Amy, excuse me, I just read something. Dee called me real late last night and it didn't come through. Dee, in the future, text me, box me, Facebook message me, because I don't know why I didn't get the message. But she had a gal and she said, Andrea, can we share and recruit people who don't have a green card? So I did call the company. May I show you guys where to find some of this information? Because she walked me through it today. The answer is yes. And you may want to know where these things are located so that you're informing people of the truth. We don't ever want to be deceptive. So here's how it works. On the actual agreement that you would either email or do together, when it has the Social Security, you would just tab. It skips over that. I didn't know that. I thought that was one of those mandatory things. Now, if you don't have a Social Security and or one of the green card has an IP something name, then what will happen is on In Touch, and again, I can show you where it's at. There's a section called tax. And those individuals have to pay more taxes because the whole reason the Social Security is there is so that the IRS can then recover your income and get money. So you can still join Mary Kay, but you would pay more in any of your prizes. You would pay more on your commissions as far as like federal fees, if that makes sense. So they would just deduct it from your commission. And all of that information, do I have access to share? Okay, would anybody like to see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait a minute, it's not open. Let me get it open. So what that means is in certain states, the taxes are greater. Shoot, I'm not logged in. Just one second. So here it is. Okay. So it's going to be under So you should be able to see now, yes? Can you see?
Blank screen.
No, it's not. That's happened a lot. Let me just see if I can.
You want to walk me through it? I'll try it.
Yeah, this happens a lot with my Zoom. Let me see
Okay,
if that,
back out. Oh, there you go.
did it work?
Yeah, I saw it.
I think it's a button I have to now press.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay, so under resources, if you go down here to tax, which I've never done. This is cool. So you can see all of this, which is one reason that we do not, I haven't read this in a long time, but I know the answer. We don't have to do all this because when we pay a starter kit fee or a $30 e-start, then that's what Mary Kay paid for this, your business license for the state. But right here, income tax backup withholding. So if you live in California or North Carolina, they're going to do a little bit more based on those individuals who would not be paying their taxes. So that's how they, the individual tax identification number, that's, I guess, also called a green card. You can call back if you ever get it. So they said, no problem, just call consultant records if you ever, need to change that or whatnot. So that is where you would find it.
Yay. Thank you, Andrea. In her spare time. Okay, guys, we are going to let y'all go. Your challenge for the week, for the next 2 weeks, continues to be marketing share, 1 new face, and at least 100 in sales. Y'all leave this meeting and you go, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And then you go to sleep and you forget what it was.
It's early. You guys have plenty of time to book it. Make it happen tomorrow.
Make it happen. Like, do it now, do it now, do it now. Mary Kay used to say, din, din, right? Din, din, do it now, do it now, do it now. So and Vicki, you've got a house full of people. You could do it all. You could do your marketing share, your new face, and your 100 in sales right now.
Full circle, baby.
With your pink nails. Okay, you guys, I love y'all. I can't wait to see y'all in Arizona. Y'all fill out your registration form, okay? And if you don't have it, text or email your director and we will send you the direct link. Vicki, you filled it out twice, so I guess you're coming here twice. I cannot hear you. She's so cute.
She's like, bye. I can't figure it out. Bye.
Unmute. Okay, got it. Yeah, because the first time it came back and it said it didn't go through. So I did it all again.
Okay.
That's all right. And the check I put in the mail Saturday morning. So you should have it by Monday,
Okay.
something like that.
When
Yeah.
I receive y'all's checks, if you don't use Zelle or Venmo, when I receive your check, I will call you or text you and say I received your check. And if we don't
That's
spend,
okay. Just
if we don't
catch.
spend all of that, we are going to reimburse everybody because I don't believe in
That's
making money
okay.
off of doing this. Okay. All right. On 3,
All
we're all going to say bye, y'all. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Hurry. Hurry. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Hurry, Fran. Unmute. There you go. Who's okay? 1, 2, 3. Bye, y'all.
Bye.